Hello ladies and gentlemen, Grim here, and today we're going to take a look at a very interesting concept, which is the concept of Raven plus Harlequin. This is from Trident Gaming, so make sure you check his channel out, the links will be in the description. He's got a lot of cool videos and you can ask him questions about the strategy and about his builds on the characters. Also, he asked me to credit DFG Gamer because he said it was his idea, so links to both of their channels will be in the description. And yeah, let's get into this. Keep in mind, in order to make this work, it will need to be a fight where the enemy is not stun resistant, because if they are stun resistant, you're going to need an Arkham Knight Batman for that. But if they're not, then you're going to be fine using Harley. So yeah, let's get into this. Again, Raven is going to act here the same way as she acts for Last of Joker, heavily multiplying the dot damage that is going to be served against Dr. Fate. And when you combine the darkness with the multiplier that she gets against stun targets, then you're going to get some pretty damn crazy amounts. Harley back in, he's got a Sword of Salvation over here in this fight, so that's gonna help a lot. And also contribute to the damage with further more percentage damage on basic attacks. So overall, we're going to get some crazy results here. If you want this heroic one boss Dr. Fate, so he has a fair amount of health, my dude, he has a fair amount of health. Another special two in there, also that Raven is built like... Oh, wait, that damage on Harley, oh boy. Didn't previously watch this thing, to be honest. Like, I was not expecting it to be to this extent. Can we go back and watch that thing again? Like, wait, over here it was damage on him not stunned, which is already millions of damage. Now getting him stunned. Boy, oh boy, what's that thing about? Oh boy. Damn. Okay, let's watch another. This is against Shazam. Again, we will need to first apply the stacks with Raven. Also, he mentioned his artifacts in the description, so over here he had far lower level artifacts, so do keep that in mind. He didn't have a Sword of Salvation here, he had all blades on Harley, so that's something to consider. So here it should be far less damage in theory, but considering how much damage was previously, I don't think it really matters. Another special one from Raven. And yet another special one. Bro, this team deals so much damage that I'm really wondering if this is actually worth using without TPI and with Arkham Knight Batman. Just basing yourself on the additional stun damage that she gets. Oh, this Shazam is getting melted. Keep in mind, this Shazam, this is with weaker artifacts, and this Shazam also has some crazy amount of defense. So if there's no armor pierce on basic attacks of Harley, which might not be, then this will also get reduced by the defense. But yeah, he got melted down as well. Now, let's say this against a more challenging fight. I mean, those were challenging enough, but let's see how it goes against Starfire. Again, as the med said here, he did have far lower level artifacts here. Again, no Sword of Salvation yet, so that's something to keep in mind. So yeah, let's see how this fares against Starfire. Okay, I got a little bit of Injustice Mobile music at the start there. Hopefully I didn't get copyright strike for that. We can only wait and see. Again, her tagging getting interrupted by basic attacks. I hate that shit. I hate it. Another special one in there. Hit another one. Four stacks, just one more to go. There we go. Now Harley can soon enough get in, though he needs some power to be able to stun Starfire. Okay, the tagging got interrupted there, sadly. That's fine. Is she stunned? That's definitely some damage. but is not a crazy amount on Starfire. But yet again, he had far weaker artifacts, and most likely I tend to believe that his team was not yet optimized properly for this fight when he got to Starfire. And of course, not having access to crits is also something that you should keep in mind. Yeah, the stun duration on Harley looks crazy low. Or maybe the previous fights got one-shotted so fast that we didn't even notice the stun duration being low. Yeah, he lost the stacks over here and he will need to reapply them. Reapplying the stacks there, it will take some time to get all the way to 5 stacks of darkness, but yet again, I think this was the first time the man was using this strategy. Harley back in for some basics. Again, that stun duration seems very low. We need to go back on the previous fights and see if the stun duration was just as low or the man did not max that out yet. Because you don't randomly max the special to a server bench, because usually you're able to just stick any Batman in there. And having her tagging out actually benefits you, so you for the most part don't need to max that. Okay, got hit there. Again, getting hit on the tagging, sadly, on that Raven. That shouldn't happen. Yeah, he got blocked there. RIP. But yeah, as we've seen in the fights that occurred after this is definitely a strategy that has huge potential, and it might be actually the strategy that will yield the highest amount of damage out of all the Raven uses that are in the game right now. And still, against Heroic 1 Starfire, I don't think this is an amount of damage that we can just pretend didn't happen. This is still a huge amount of damage done here. Okay, pretty solid. Now let's get back here. And I want to see the stun duration again. Okay, 4 stacks, 5 stacks. There we go. Now the stun duration is still pretty damn low. But it doesn't seem to matter because you just nuke them fast enough. I'm wondering though if it doesn't matter though. Like I was wondering if EPI special tree stun duration would be higher, but yet again it wouldn't matter because you'd need to tag in between too many characters. But yet again, great strategy and great video. Make sure you check out Trident Gaming. I'll leave a link to both of his channel and DFG Gamers channels in the description so you can check them out. And hopefully find more enjoyable content like this. And all that being said, this was for this one. And I will hopefully see you all in the next one. Goodbye!